Hello beautiful souls, it's Karen at Soul Magic 99 and today we're here for twin flame conversation messages. So this is the masculine and this is the feminine. So we're going to be doing it, as if they're talking to each other, having a conversation. I did one about a week ago and I just wanted to check in on the energies for now. So we're going to get started, but first I want to thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, subscribing and commenting. I've got some announcements coming up on my community. There's going to be some reductions on some of my card decks, so look out for that. And I'm also going to be changing my Patreon very soon, so look out for that as well. So we'll get started with the messages. So this is obviously the feminine and this is the masculine. So first off, we're going to look at where are they at energetically. So where's the masculine at? We've got freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. So I feel he's, getting untangled, as it were, from situations or people that were keeping him stuck. I think he was very much going along with other people, letting other people persuade him what choices to make in his life, which is never a good idea. It's never going to bring happiness. So I think he's taking back his own power, his own freedom. We've got honesty here. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So I think he's realised that maybe he's not been honest with himself in the past, and also possibly with his feminine, he's not been honest. And I think he's, been looking at that and he's, trying to be more honest in the future, because he's realised that if he's not honest with himself, how can other people be honest? And then we've got peace. I'm a being of love and I release all negative energy. So I feel he's been through quite a traumatic time. It's been very tumultuous year, and he's trying to find that inner peace and let go of negativity in his life, which is very positive. So let's look at where the feminine's at. We got worry. I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. I mean, this is a human thing that we do, isn't it? Very much so. We worry about things. But as I always say to people, worry doesn't actually change anything. It doesn't make it better. It doesn't make it worse. It just makes you feel like crap, really. So try and release the worry, okay? And then we've got trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So yes, have that trust in yourself. Trust in your intuition. The more you use your intuition, the more you can trust it. And that is your, that is your truth. That is your guidance. That's your inner compass, if you like. So always trust yourself. And then we have surrender. I can release my need to control. So this is beautiful. So yes, I think a lot of feminines have surrendered to, the flow of their life, surrendered to what is happening. Just letting go, basically, and going with the flow. Because sometimes that's all we can do, because trying to control things doesn't actually help. So how does the masculine see his feminine right now? He gets quite excited when he thinks of her. He really does. She turns him on a lot, and he feels that excitement, that sexual desire, and he really feels like he wants to come forward with this desire. He sees her as very compassionate, somebody that is very compassionate in the world, and he's felt that compassion for himself, and he really does want that sexual relief and release with his feminine right now. He remembers that he made a promise, an oath, that you have soul contract to help each other's soul to grow through these different life journeys, and he's aware that he's not really keeping to his side of the contract right now. He sees you as a healer, somebody that's very nurturing, and he's probably felt the benefit of your healing and nurturing as well when he's been in your company. He sees you as otherworldly. He sees that you have a mystical way about you, and he wants to learn more about that and learn more about you. He sees you as somebody that has a lot of growth, You know, a lot of spiritual growth, a lot of fulfillment in your life, and you don't really go along with the establishment. He sees you as somebody with a really good sense of humour, somebody that finds humour in very different ways and has a different perspective on things. He sees you as part of his soul family. He does feel that you and him are part of the same soul family. He definitely is starting to feel that now. So how does the feminine see her masculine? So she may feel that her masculine is quite angry right now. This could be pent up emotion. She's sensing it energetically, I feel. Or maybe you have seen glimpses of this with your masculine. There's a lot of strange things happening in the world, and if you don't learn to protect yourself, you can get caught up in it all. The negative energies around and get swept up into it. Like this says typhoon, like a typhoon, like swept up with the crowd. So you really have to watch that and make sure you protect yourself and don't get drawn into the negativity. And possibly your masculine is, you know, getting drawn into it, or he's, you know, past hurts the surfacing that he needs to work on right now. But you see him as somebody who's very skillful. He could be a very professional person or very skilled in his life in some way. So you know he has, you know, the capacity to do well. You see abundance around him. You see that he has, again, that capability to bring in that abundance for himself. He may already be in an abundant life, but maybe not in a spiritual way. But you see he has the potential again to come in and increase his abundance on this spiritual journey. He could have good leadership qualities. He could be somebody that is a leader. He could have his own business maybe, or in charge of a group of people, or just be that authority figure, somebody that is good at taking the lead in situations. You feel he could be very supportive, and, you know, to you, he has in the past maybe offered you support, and I feel that possibly he lacks support in his own life. There may not be anybody that is supportive to him right now. Again, you feel that he is working on his balance. He's working on his masculine and feminine energies, the dark and the light energies right now. So he's working on achieving that balance. You feel that he's not fully awake. You know, he's not fully awakened to his mission, to his soul's journey at this time. And, you know, you are obviously hoping to assist him in that awakening. Because you fear, he has a lot of fear, fear over this connection. Fear over this, I'm sorry, I've got throat chakra issues. I think the masculine is struggling with that communication. Anyway, he's struggling with fear, you know, fear over this connection, fear of the unknown, fear of, you know, getting hurt again, basically, because a lot of them, you know, they've been hurt in love and they've closed off to that, and there's a fear there, they don't want to get hurt again, basically. And we've got communication. So I think the feminine feels that the masculine really needs to step up his game with regard to communication. A lot of you are possibly in no communication with your masculines, and, you know, not even a text or a phone call. So, you know, the feminine is hoping that the masculine will step up with the communication. Okay, so let's move these out of the way. So how does he see your connection? He wants to get to know his feminine. You know, maybe you've not had that chance to really get deeply to know each other on the physical plane. He wants to be able to open up to you and vice versa. He wants to deepen that bond. So he does want to get to know you more moving forward. He has so much passion for you. He really does. And if you've been intimate in the past, he's thinking about that a lot and he wants to recreate that again. But he knows he cannot come forward in just that energy. So he's holding back, but it's difficult for him. He's keeping an open mind about where this could go. And you may not be somebody, you know, the sort of person he's normally gone for. Sometimes we go through phases where we actually have a type, don't we? When we're younger, especially, I think we have a certain type. You know, the way somebody looks, which obviously, you know, looks are not everything. And he's open-minded about this. He's realising it's not just about looks. And he knows that you are soulmates. He's been praying and visualising. He wants you both to come back together. He does want to come back together with you. So what about the feminine? How does she see the connection? She wants to have that playful energy. She wants to recapture romance with her masculine, to have that inner youthful spirit of fun and just carefree times. Maybe you never had the chance to. And she knows that she has to love herself first, and the same for the masculine. You both have to be in that position of loving self, and then you will attract the right love. You know, you will attract each other back in. By having that self-worth, that self-love, you will be immediately more attractive to each other. And, you know, she's aware that she deserves love, and the masculine deserves love. You are both lovable. So you are deserving of this love, and we've got, like, Cupid's arrow here. Okay, so, you know, that's a possibility for the future. And it's safe for you to love, you know, it's safe for you both to have these feelings and to express these feelings. Open your heart, it says, to give and receive the highest energy of all. Don't be afraid to love, you know, love is important. Love is, you know, one of the most powerful forces in the universe. Don't be afraid to give and receive love. So where's the masculine at right now? So again, we've got the fear again, fear of not having enough. He may fear hasn't got enough, you know, to offer the feminine anything. But he is going within, he's meditating, he's connecting to his intuition and his higher self. He's starting to do that. He could be feeling unattractive right now because, again, he needs to work on his self-love, his self-esteem issues. He could be feeling unmotivated and overwhelmed at the moment. You know, there's a lot going on in the world. And if you don't have that spiritual background, it can feel overwhelming. And men especially are very much action orientated. And if they feel there's nothing they can do, they might feel overwhelmed by everything. But he's feeling very generous. He likes to give. He enjoys giving to others. So with regard to his family situation or children, he's a very giving person. And he's getting into that fearless energy now. He's getting past the fear. Because there's that famous book, Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. Because fear holds you back. Okay, fear really does hold you back in life. And there's a lot of fear mongering in the world right now. And it keeps people stuck. And you have to overcome that, okay? You have to overcome it and go past that. Because life is for living no matter what, okay? So he's starting to realise this, I feel. He's starting to, you know, overcome his fear, basically, and just do things anyway. So what about the feminine? What energy is she in? So you could be having niggly aches and pains and, you know, like headaches or those sort of symptoms caused by anxiety and fear again. So, you know, you're mirroring each other with the fear energy there. And as I said, there's a lot in the world right now, okay? And you need to go within, pray, you know, connect with your guides, listen to music, you know, burn oils, you know, have soothing music on, you know, have cleansing showers, you know, do what makes you feel good. Treat yourself to something, make yourself feel good. The feminine is somebody, again, who's quite driven. She could be quite driven in her career, and she could be focusing on that right now, some of you. She could be an animal lover, and she's, you know, likes to connect with animals, and she gets a lot of unconditional love with animals. Maybe that she's somebody that rescues animals or likes to work with animals or has quite a few pets, maybe. And she's compassionate, you know, she has a loving heart and she would help anyone, even if the masculine has hurt her. She, you know, she forgives, she's compassionate, she's caring, being your, you know, goddess energy. You know, forgive those that hurt you, forgive yourself. But there could be moments of feeling rage and anger, you know, and not just about the connection. Obviously, some people are frustrated and angry about this connection, but you need to try and release that anger in a healthy way. You know, we do get angry at times, it's a natural emotion, but you need to release those angry feelings, because it's not going to help you in a physical or mental way. So you need to release that anger in some way, in a safe way, and you'll feel so much better afterwards, okay? Even if it's just punching a pillow. You want to be that sensual lover for your masculine. You know, you want to give to him and receive pleasure. So that's something that you really are missing as well. So you're mirroring that with the masculine. So let's get rid of these cards. So where's the masculine at on his journey right now? So when you met him, he was possibly someone unwoke to spirit, somebody not spiritually connected in any way, maybe, or possibly from a strict religious background, but from a different background, maybe. And I think he's been working on that. There could have been a lack of trust in you, okay, a lack of trust in you for some reason, or this connection, because as I said, you know, coming from a situation where his heart was broken, he maybe feel quite mistrustful of people. But he's working on that unconditional love, okay, for himself and for others. So that's positive. He may see you, you know, you may have walked away, or, you know, energetically he feels that you've walked away from this connection right now. He's got karmic lessons he's had to learn and work through, okay? So some of the masculines could still be working through that, but he wants you to know he's missing you, okay? He's really missing his feminine. So what about the feminine? Where's she at right now? So she's really feeling this separation, this no contact at the moment. And she wants their souls to connect. She just loves being with her masculine. She could have had a tower moment in her life as well, which is shaking things up. So she's obviously having to deal with that right now and work through some issues. As I said, she could have been focusing on her 3D life, like, you know, working to to build up her finances, you know, to have a firm base in her life, you know, to be financially independent. She has regret over some things that have happened in this connection. And she wants to work together with her masculine. You know, she wants them to be able to work together in the future. And she's working on self-love as well. And her self-esteem. So that's very positive. They are mirroring each other here. So let's get some love messages from the masculine to the feminine. I whisper I love you when you sleep at night. That's so beautiful. I will always be your lover. Dance for me, I feel your vibrations. I send you messages through songs. I always kiss you goodnight. I crave physical intimacy. So we saw that before, you know, he's really missing that, you know, physical intimacy. But he knows he cannot rush forward without, you know, the depth, you know, the depth of the emotions to back it up, basically. So what does a feminine want to say to a masculine? I send you messages through numbers 1111, 222, 222, and many more. So they're mirroring each other with their messages. I get emotional watching you with someone else. So, you know, if your masculine has moved on or there's somebody else, obviously that's very difficult to deal with. We're always together in spirit. So obviously your connection is energetic. You're always together in spirit. And my spirit watches over you daily. So even though you're not together in the 3D, there's still that energetic connection. We are spiritually married. So yeah, this is connection that's gone on for many, many centuries and over many time zones. I'm yours in every lifetime. My soul is always with you. So yeah, I mean, this connection has been around for a long time. I meet you in your dreams every night. So, you know, you're connecting on the astral realm there. And can you feel me make love to you? So that, you know, again, mirroring energies, you both wanting that physical intimacy. Obviously, you could be, you know, connecting, as the feminine said, on the 5D. She's making love. You're making love to each other. So what else does the masculine want to say to his feminine? I promise I will come to you as soon as I can to make sweet love to you as no one else can. And I want to be right, be the best I can. So that's what I said. He wants to make sure he's in the right headspace and heart space. When I see how you do not care about money, but are happy anyway, I feel a need to refocus, live by day. So he could have been someone very materialistic. I love that you're quirky, you are different from the rest. Inside and out, I love that you challenge me to be my best. So you could have challenged him on his, you know, traditions and behaviours. I'm sorry for the way I've treated you. I've no excuse. I'm not happy with myself about this. Can we call a truce? So, you know, they realise they didn't treat you too good. Everything about you turns me on. From the way you look, your smile, even when you get cross, it still makes me smile. So even when you're angry with them, they still really think you're beautiful. When I first looked into your eyes, I was lost deep in your soul. So they're feeling that soul connection, that's no for sure. So the feminine wants to say, I know you do not mean to hurt me as hurt people hurt others, and I want to help you heal. Separation of this you and me, do you even understand what this connection is? And do you want to know? So she wonders if he does understand. Come to me and tell me how you feel. I long to hold you, kiss you close to me. Let's move this wheel. So yeah, the wheel of fortune, the turn of the wheel in life. Honey, do you know it's me who has love in her heart? Deep down in your soul, I'm yearning for your touch. So this physical longing here again. Just one look from you and I'm lost forever in this deep passion of the soul. So it's a deep soul connection. Passion building in my soul. Why can't you tell the truth to me? Please make us whole. So the feminine may feel that some things that have been said were not completely honest. And we had that at the beginning. I think the masculine's realising he needs to be more honest in future. At night, I feel you come to me in my dreams. You kiss me, caress me, make love to me. It seems so real. In the morning, I wake and you're not there, but I can smell your scent. So again, that 5D connection is strong. How can I forget a man who lights my fire, ignites my desire? This flame, it will not go out. So come and play with me and my fire. So a lot of physical longing there. Okay. So what does the masculine see or want to happen next in this connection? So yeah, he's really missing a longing for his feminine right now. He wants to maybe buy you a gift to get you a surprise. He knows this is a true love connection. He wants to have lots of sex with you. Yeah. He's building up his self-esteem and his self-love right now so that he can come forward. And he wants you to meet his friends and family. He wants you to become part of his life. And he wants you to live together in the future. And, you know, this feels like a once-in-a-lifetime love. He's never felt a love like this before. That is a song as well, isn't it? And what does the feminine want to say? She wants that soft, tender kisses from a masculine. It's so sensual. She wants to go away with him for a weekend again. Lots of sex. So very much physical. And the feminine wants a commitment here, okay? She wants that commitment. Yeah, she wants to get married. That may not apply to everybody, but, you know, this is a message here. And she wants those sensual, sexy nights of passion, yeah. I mean, there's so much longing and desire here. And again, home, so that they're mirroring that. They both want to have a home together, a little love nest. And the feminine really would like a child and have a family with her masculine. So that's beautiful. So let's get some spiritual guidance. So it's a very much sensual sexual longing going on here between the two of you, and obviously the amount of time you've been in separation will vary from, you know, connection to connection, very much so, and this is just general, so take what resonates for you. So let's get some messages from the masculine of advice. Oh dear, we've got loss. I think he's feeling the loss of the connection, the loss of his feminine in his life right now. And again, commitment, wedding, marriage. So it looks like he wants this as well. And he wants that abundance with his feminine. And he wants that solid base of a friendship, you know, with you before you get into anything else. But at the moment, he's got limitations. And he's got decisions to make. That's true. Excess, I'm not sure what that is. Maybe he's drinking or doing drugs or working to excess, you know, like some sort of addictive behaviour. He's feeling anxious. And he's got financial matters to attend to. Okay, so there's a lot on this plate right now. So let's have a look at the feminine energies. Yeah, we've got patience, needing patience, feminines. You're working on balancing your emotions, which is positive. Yeah, you may have a lot of time alone right now. Sometimes we need that time alone. But you're wanting that life partner, you know. You feel there might be a challenge or competition in your life. And you feel this is the love of a lifetime. And we've seen this so much, you're craving that intimacy with your masculine. But you've got fear, you know, fear over the fact that you may never reconnect, fear of loss. And again, you feel that soul connection with your feminine, your masculine. And sometimes we need to take a stand in life, okay, and stand up for ourselves. And it's time to develop new skills. Have you got some toxic behaviours you need to let go of? You're gaining spiritual knowledge. And there could be a proposal coming up for some of you. Okay, so let's get some final messages here. Let's get some timings. It's difficult with timings, but let's just get... just get some messages of how you might reconnect moving forward, and you know, there might be some timing issues, but as I said, you know, this is a general reading, so take what resonates. So what timings, what's going to happen next in this connection, please? So the first message we got is in a few months. I will cook for you. I feel that's a masculine. It's going to want to cook for his feminine. Got January, which is in a few months, isn't it? Night at a hotel. Oh, that sounds sexy. That all this sexual desire. Start of a business, and we had that come up, working together. Maybe you're going to start a business together in the future. Sex on the beach, cocktails, or sex. So maybe you're going to go somewhere, you know, have a holiday together. We had the weekend away, didn't we? Naked and waiting. I think that's the feminine. She wants to surprise the masculine. We've got September here, which has just passed. So that could be next September. A date at the park for some of you. A spa weekend. Maybe you're going to go away and get some massages. We've got I need space. So that's the masculine, I feel, right now. And we've got spring here. So I'm going to leave it there. So obviously it's a general reading. So take what resonates for you. And sending you many blessings. So thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, and I will see you in my next video. Many blessings. Take care.